To the world, Ava Sinclair was living the dream. She was 31, beautiful, kind, and deeply in love with her new husband, Damien Cross, a 37-year-old criminal defense attorney known for his courtroom charm and flawless reputation. Their wedding was the kind that made headlines in their affluent Connecticut suburb. A designer dress, a private estate venue, and a honeymoon in the Maldives. Ava's parents were proud, her friends envious, and Damien? He seemed like the man every woman wanted. Smart, successful, attentive, almost too good to be true. But behind that perfect smile was a man living two lives. Her name was Elise Harper, a bartender from Phoenix, Arizona. She had been dating Damien for nearly 2 years, completely unaware that he was engaged, and then married to another woman. He told Elise he was divorced and working on a legal settlement with his ex. They took weekend trips, talked about starting a life together, and even looked at engagement rings. It was only when Elise saw a Facebook photo of Damien in a tux, standing next to Ava in a white wedding dress, that her world collapsed. But instead of confronting Damien, she contacted Ava, and Ava listened. At first, Ava was in denial. She wanted to believe Elise was lying, that Damien was being set up. But Elise had receipts, flight tickets, hotel bookings, text messages, and photos of Damien in bed, taken just weeks before the wedding. Shattered, Ava called Elise back and made a bold decision. Let's find out who he really is. With the help of a private investigator and the quiet cooperation of local police, Elise agreed to wear a wire. Ava, meanwhile, pretended nothing was wrong. She cooked dinner. She smiled in photos. She let him believe he still had her trust, while he was unknowingly being recorded. Elise met Damien for dinner at a hotel bar under the pretense of rekindling their relationship. Hidden beneath her sweater was a tiny wire connected to a recording device. In just the first 2 hours of audio, Damien said, "I had to marry her. You don't walk away from money like that. She's weak, emotional, but perfect for the will. Let me get what I need from her. Then we start fresh." In later recordings, he got darker. "No one will question it if she slips down the stairs. She drinks enough wine to make it believable." Ava, hearing the tapes, broke down in tears. This wasn't just cheating. This was premeditated. The private investigator uncovered more. Damien had filed a $1 million life insurance policy on Ava 2 weeks before their wedding, listing himself as the sole beneficiary. It wasn't just one policy. He had 3 from different companies, all set to pay out upon her death. Even worse, he had done it before. A deeper search revealed that Damien had been married once before to a woman named Lee Cross, who died during a solo hiking trip in Colorado 6 years ago. Her death was ruled an accident after she fell from a cliff. Damien had inherited $500,000 in life insurance. The pattern was undeniable. With police now fully involved, Elise agreed to lure Damien into a secluded setting, a weekend getaway at a private cabin just outside of town. She told him she wanted to escape the drama, start over, and plan a life together. What Damien didn't know, the cabin was bugged with audio surveillance. On the second night, sipping bourbon by the fireplace, Damien leaned in and said, "This place is perfect, quiet, private. If something happened here, no one would know." He then asked Elise if she could handle what comes next. "I just need her gone," he said. "Then I'm free." That was enough. Police stormed the cabin within minutes and arrested Damien without incident. The case exploded in the media. 2 women, 1 wife, 1 mistress, both testifying against a man who had manipulated, lied, and plotted murder for financial gain. The audio recordings were played in court. The life insurance policies were exposed. And Ava's tearful testimony painted a picture of a woman who almost died for love. Even Damien's late first wife, Lee, was reinvestigated. The insurance payout and similarities between the cases made it clear. This wasn't coincidence. It was a pattern. Damien Cross was convicted of conspiracy to commit murder, insurance fraud, and attempted homicide. He was sentenced to life without parole. 3 weeks after the sentencing, Ava received a letter in the mail. No return address, no signature, Just a photograph from their honeymoon, the two of them laughing, holding champagne. On the back, a handwritten note. The wire caught my voice, but I still remember yours saying, "I do. You'll always wear the lie." Ava never responded. She changed her name, moved out of state, and never spoke publicly about the case again. She wore the ring, believing in forever. The other woman wore a wire and captured the truth. This wasn't just a betrayal. It was a countdown. And if not for one brave decision, Ava might have been the next headline.